We're doing a class on ethics and HR. Much of what we talk about, especially in this class, relates to organizational psychology as we try to understand and grapple with how organizations struggle with some key issues in terms of their behavior and in terms of their attitudes.
Providing help to others, avoiding harming others. People should have free choice, especially to their own welfare, sense of fair play, mutual obligations and expectations of others.
For me, effective learning is the art of engagement that uses dialogue, experiential and visual learning.
Cost? But how is it going to cost them? Yeah. There could be some cost involved, especially when you're thinking of taking care of the full welfare of their employees. Alright.
If you don't, if you are not able to convince them to it, then it's one of you who's gonna.
So sometimes I would break the class up into a couple of groups, depending on the size of the class, and get them to work in groups on certain key questions or ideas that we're going to be talking about or that we have talked about in the class.
Unless of course you all want to be cut. You've got another job in the other company.
Who is confident that they got the best performance in here?
That we facilitate it in a way where everyone is participating, every learner participates in this learning process. So I'd go around to each group, talk to each group, facilitate a little bit, just nudge them just a little so that each one is actually participating and actively being involved.
So if you fire us, I think you are, teaching the employment acts in Malaysia, and you have the right to sue you back, and you have to compensate them. So all of those, at least 1 year old.
Here is where, in this situation, we're actually doing a real scenario of what would happen in an organization if there was instructions for a layoff. We're going to be looking at the psychological well-being of the staff. We're going to be looking at the impact for the organization and overall the organizational behavior as it pertains to ethics.
So you'll cut 30% of the employees, alright?
We're also going to let go one of the
So you're going to fire one of the VPs, vice presidents. Who told you to cut the staff?
Because their salaries are higher, they take up all the perks, so
Key in facilitating learning for me is that learning should be fun. And so oftentimes I will create moments where there can be laughter, humor, opportunities just to have people feel at ease with the learning process, either within the small groups they're in or even in the larger classroom.
So we decide not to lay off them, but just to cut the benefits and salary.
So not to lay off, but just to cut the benefits and salary, okay?
That's because first of all, the company is not having some bankruptcy issue or something, just the incoming financial issue, but it's not necessarily that we cannot survive or anything. And then secondly, it's because the cost, just now she said...
Learning is also a sense of empowerment, allowing each person within the class and within the group to feel empowered, to feel that they have a voice, to feel that they can contribute their thoughts and opinions in collectively coming up with learning that they have undertaken for that process.
Identifying the right people. Or is it bias in terms of how they select people? How are these related to the business strategy? What methods are used in terms of the selection process? The retention, how is employees retained in the organization? How is their satisfaction monitored? Or we don't really care how our employees are feeling. I mean, who wants to care about how our employees are feeling, right? Right?
Part of the process of learning is also challenging thinking, and in a very easygoing way. Having them think through some of the things that they're discussing, some of the things that they're voicing out, and doing in an easygoing way, but allowing them to come back to some of the key things that we want to capture in the learning process.
It's an excellent concept in terms of ethics. Ethics in organizations. Can you imagine when you're in an organization, you're providing help to others? When you're in an organization and you're ensuring that you do no harm. When you're in an organization and you're thinking about the welfare of others. And when you're in an organization,
I've worked with students from around the world, much like the rich diversity in this class, and truly enjoy interacting and learning from them. Teaching for me is an amazing experience for me, where I get to combine my passion in bringing the world into the classroom and the classroom into the world. I'm Dr. Brandon Gomez. Thank you for sharing in this quick snapshot of building people and building organizations.